6-6 Happy hit. 7-7 Lumbar Lunatic. 7-2-7 Christy Yamaguchi. 8-8 Madam Meikiri and 9-3-0 Suzy Team Ripper. Thank you so much. And my name is Blue Eyed Cruiser. I am America. And we are very excited to announce this game for you this evening. I love to talk, so this is one of my favorite things to do, and not kidding. We're making sure all our ducks are in a row with our officials and our skaters, because every single one of these NSOs and officials are super crucial to making sure this game runs nice and smoothly. So our refs are making sure that we have everybody's position still, we got everybody in the penalty box, everybody getting the scoreboard, our medics are sitting where they're supposed to, our jam is in center, and everyone got their names and numbers and everything's all squared away. Super duper important. I don't have a list of officials, so I just want to give a big shout out to all of our skating and non-skating officials, as well as our medics and our photographers. We're all super grateful that you guys are here. We couldn't make this work happen without you. Made over to our skaters that skated in the first foul for our record. And for quick switching. Absolutely. And I know change out of that sweaty jersey takes a little extra time to slide into a new one. But going into Jam 1, our jammers, we have Bobbles jamming for Kzoo and Darkin Phoenix jamming for Chemical City. Darkin Phoenix going up the center of that tripod in the back of the pack. As Bobbles also looking for the center of that Chemical City tripod in the front of the pack. But Darkin Phoenix, they don't see a small space and they manage to wiggle through the center, pick up lead jammer status for Chemical City. As Bobbles still working, has two blockers to be at the front of the pack. It's able to get by, now completing the initial pass for Kzoo about half the track behind Darkin Phoenix as they re-exit the pack. Looking for some space on that outside line. Going to call off the jam. Looks like no points to be awarded to Bobbles, but 2 points going to be awarded to Darkin Phoenix. Chemical City now on the board with a 2-0 with 29:15 left in the game. And up for this jam, we have 8-8 Madam Meikiri in the fourth Chemical City and Marvin Baxter for Kzoo in 17. Starting off strong for the blockers, starting with the jammer. Chemical City still working on getting their jammer outside the pack. Barry coming through the pack for Kzoo, and she gets all those points. A beautiful top on that outside line, just Barbie takes the best 4 points. And we saw Barbie taking last game as well and did very well. Barbie was a junior skater, originally for Philippines, and came over to Kzoo. Absolutely. And we did have a star pass completed by Manuel Gary to number 77, which is run by Lunatic, who is now the junior for Chemical City. Barbie with a spin on that outside, a little bit on that right to Kzoo. And Lumbar Lunatic working with that tripod of Kzoo in the back of the pack, pushing hard, trying to find any amount of space. Does see some, but the hole is slowly dry red hunter. Forearm penalty being issued to Barbie Baxter, meaning she will be taking a 6 in the penalty box for 30 seconds. As Lumbar Lunatic is now getting a power jam. It's number 2, trying to take some offensive play shoes for the Lumbar Lunatic. And Lumbar Lunatic is outside line in, they pass out and goes up to pass 1 Wanda and does so, not completing the initial pass to Chemical City. And he will be starting this corner with the jammer and the blocker in the penalty box. 3, a power start for Chemical City, and more specifically for Kzoo getting for Chemical City, and Shelby back to swinging in the penalty box. It's looking for that outside line. It's knocked out by Annabelle Rector. Big impact at the front of the pass by Joey Becker, who comes out of the penalty box now, picks up lead jammer status for Kzoo. The Chemical City tries another play time. Looking for that. And the finish is off of the penalty box. Barbie Bassett goes through for 4 points for Kzoo. As Christian who's still working on the initial pass for Chemical City. Still looking for some space, but Thatcher is locking down the back of that pass. But Christian able to swing down, but Barbie taking advantage of that inside line at the impact. Picking up 4 points for Kzoo. A big nudge to one side by Annabelle Rector. And then Thatcher knocks it outside. So that's going to be called off for injury. Number 4 with about 25 and 20 left in the first half. Our jammers for each respective team are Ophelia Penty and Dalton Phoenix. Chemical City's pivot is standing and that's the Kzoo has all 4 bumpers on the set. And while I have your attention for a brief moment, I do have a couple of shout-outs that I need to give to our skaters here. Looks like I have a shout-out for Forrest Gump, a shout-out for Leaders Waldo, One Hit Wanda, and Princess Harmony, the family, the trio. And then we're going to pause, and I'll give you more shout-outs shortly. We'll get out of the practical lead here for Kzoo. And it looks like Darkness Phoenix picking up a shot cut penalty. This will be a power jam for Ophelia Penty and for Kzoo, which is exactly what Kzoo wants to try and extend this lead a little bit more. Ophelia looking for that inside line, but does tap the toe shot out of bounds. Ooh, a big hit there from Buddy Kzoo to the outside line, taking both skaters to the floor. Kzoo completing the first scoring pass for Kalamazoo. Then going to call off the jam, freezing the Kansas City Jam in the penalty box. And then got 3 more shout-outs. We got a second shout-out for Forrest Gump, a shout-out for Philadelphia and for Wicks and Gilbert. 5 seconds is all. So on the counter start for Kalamazoo, we see Bobbles taking the line for Kalamazoo. Getting some offense from Forrest Gump there. We will get through for the lead side for Kalamazoo. But Buchanan, so out of the penalty box, using it for the Walker to break through on the inside apex. Beautiful work by Michael Phoenix to keep it in the initial pass from Kalamazoo. Roberts took a little bit of a nudge to that hit, but stays upright right now. I'm going to go ahead and call off the jam. With all 4 points going to be awarded to Kalamazoo on that pass. Got the pass starting in the pivot line this time. Looks like we've got Barbie Dasher and now Millie Gurdy on the line for their respective teams. And empty penalty box. Barbie Dasher with a spin like a side kick on the outside line. Quickly picking up leads on the status for Kalamazoo. As that Millie Gurdy is working at the back of the pass, trying to get through on that initial pass, but nudged to the outside by Campus Leia out and brings back to Buchanan. Barbie Dasher completes the first drive for Kalamazoo. Barbie Dasher is going to pick up a 4-on penalty. So this is going to be a power jam and a full 2-minute jam for Kansas City. They're still working to get through on that initial pass. This is like an assistant from Buddy Pieces. Took a big hit by Princess Leia out. Who will be going to the box for a high drop for that hit. By the time of her working back to the beginning, or just battery end of turn 2. Great work by Kalamazoo's defense. Really put up this power jam. All 30 seconds that Barbie Dasher was sitting in the box. Kalamazoo was able to keep that very contained with the back of the pack. And Barbie Dasher looks to that inside, but nudged to the outside by Adam Smasher. Beautiful work there. Barbie with a swing on the inside apex. 2 for 4. See the space on the inside. Now through, completing the initial pass for Kansas City. Barbie Dasher back in the top. Looking for space on the outside line. Facing down on the toe stop. And able to lead through for 4 points for Kalamazoo. Gurdy back up in the pass, ready to start scoring points for Kansas City. But Barbie Dasher really going to come to its natural conclusion after 2 minutes of Gurdy action. And it looks like no additional points going to be awarded there. So a 12-point jam for Barbie Dasher. Largest jam of the game thus far. Bringing our score to 43, Kalamazoo to 2 Kansas City with 20 minutes and 35 seconds left in the half. Official timeout is called. Looks like we've got rogue pieces of a possible skate or knee pad, sounds like a washer and a bolt floating around on the track. Easy there. So the rest of just having the skaters take a peek at their skates, make sure there's nothing missing. Because as much as the rogue objects on the track are a tricky measure, having a skate that doesn't have all the pieces also is risk for injury, so the skater who's missing those pieces. So we just want to make sure everyone is skating and safety is comfortable.
We're lingering a little too long, 45 straight up.
Argentina. Penalty team for Kzoo pushing her back to the puck. Kzoo is Argentina picking up a strong penalty. Forward power zone for Julia coming to Julio with a lead down for Kzoo. Doing it all is very, very difficult and very taxing, especially twice in a row. If we were looking at that inside line, some beautiful second trailer offense by William Waldo, setting up William Kzoo for 4 points for a total of 8 on that game, bringing a total of 51 penalties to 2 Kansas City. Game 8, we have number 11 Bobble standing for Kzoo, and we have representing standing in the penalty box. So this is a short power start. For those who are unfamiliar with roller derby, if a skater is standing in the penalty box, that means they have 10 seconds or less until being released and being back in play. And that was much shorter than 10 seconds to me. Going around, I think a low block penalty coming into the box. And both men are still working on the initial pass. But as I see that, the announcer's first is going once again. And Barros is able to break through for the lead jam battle for Kzoo. For Argentina, and breaks down just between turns 1 and 2, but Princess Leia out. Both jammers actively engaging in the pass at this moment in time. Princess Leia out. Very successful in the drive to the inside line, sending the Argentinas back to the end of turn 2. As Bravo is looking for a space pass, number 602 Adam Spencer, and does find it. 4 points. Oh. Princess Leia out, running up backwards, does run into Adam Spencer, but that is enough offense for number 77. Who is our new jammer for Chemical City. That is Amber Lunatic for Chemical City. As Bravo in the pass, going to call off the jam. It's like 3 points for the roller for Kzoo. For a total of 7. Legion on track for Kansas City. Teddy Roosevelt goes up against Barbie Catcher. She's been rocking up the points this game. Barbie Catcher getting tripped up a little bit over her own teammate's face there. When the ball was super close to one another, those two kind of get meshed together. But it's Teddy Roosevelt picking up lead jammer status for Kansas City. Beautiful work there by Teddy, really charging up that outside line, and does earn 3 points. Yes. And this was a 5, and now Kzoo scored 60 with 16.5 minutes left to go. On the blue line now, you got Nana Melee, Curie, and Julia Plenty. Both plays on very common names. You notice that it's a little start system in the package playing towards the pivot line in the front. Typically we see a lot of times they start back at the band. And there's interesting strategy that can go into that, because as you're going up to the front, you're giving your band space to pick up speed and really collide with you. So it's kind of a risky play, but it seems to have worked out.